mindfulness, a topic and subject that has been around for a fair while at this stage. What does it mean? What does it actually entail? And what the hell can we do with it? Well, today we're having a look at the app Mindful Self-Compassion. This app looks to help with some of those issues, give you some glimpses of mindfulness, as well as a whole bunch of practices for you to use to increase your mindfulness and bring you out of that state of anxiety, depression as well. Is it any good? Will it work? Let's dive in and take a look. Okay, so as we open the app, there may be a screen before this that tells you a little bit about it if you haven't used it for a little while. This is our home page here, so we've got our free practices where you can see all of those. If you're new, these are ones that you want to begin with. And up here too, you've got your articles right at the top there. So they are big articles, or if they're advertising little retreats like this, 3-hour silent retreat, you've got there. And you can just go across and find something that interests you, with their little workshops as well. So I believe that they do offer a lot of workshops face-to-face or over Zoom as well. Now there's their free practices again, feature practices for you as well. So as you listen to more things, it will offer more things in there. This is an app where you can subscribe, and more on that later. But then you have your teachers, you can see all, and quite a few teachers. Now if you click on their profile, you can see what they're teaching in the app. And here we go, let's have a look at the price. So Australian, it is $23.50 a year. Not a great expense, or $235 a month, with this 50% off offer that once you first use the app, you get access to. But yeah, you can see what articles and what practices that Christine's done. And then a bit of a bio too, and the courses she is approved to teach. Now these I think are the ones that are more face-to-face or online. And their website and contact information. So then you can favourite her as well. And so on and so forth. So here's one that offers free. And so you know here already that it's going to be about 7 minutes. And it's not going to play because I've got the recording thing going, which I'm going to pause for this, just so we can hear this if it's going to work.
In this short practice, we're going to be using a cup of tea or any other beverage to be able to focus just direct your attention back to the vessel.
Now that one's not a bad practice on that, and not badly recorded. So as you go out to the home screen too, it does come up that you've been playing that. But if we go back to...
So I would like to invite you
now, this
to
one,
participate in this,
as you can probably hear,
practice today.
Has been recorded
And,
on something
just a couple
or
of
a
things
lot
I wanted
older
to mention before we start
format, or whether it's just been
journey of this
recorded live.
practice. One, and breathing out.
And so that is it. The whole thing.
Breathe. Just recognize them and let
Yeah,
it
now
go.
it's going to go. So then as you go back to your home screen, you've actually got it playing there as well. As soon as you pause it though, it's gone. So that is all your practices there. Like this. Once again, another one that's not fantastically recorded or recorded specifically for this. Other things too, as you enter a practice, you've got your little icons up here so you can share it with someone, you can favourite it, and this anchor here goes into your regulation station. So at any time you can just go, I'm having a crisis, here are some crisis hotlines for the US, Sweden and Australia. Or if you're just feeling something, I'm feeling anxious, it's got a whole bunch of ones that help to lower your anxiety, difficult emotions, or if you're feeling overwhelmed. Now most of those are locked, as you can see there. So if you're using the free version, going through and you have that anxiety or stronger emotion or feeling overwhelmed, you're a little bit out of luck, unless you subscribe. And that is more or less it. So that's your home page where you've got your courses and everything else coming up. But then you can go into your practices, what different types you've got, what theme, the length, the teachers, and all. And so here's all your free ones. Not too many for the free ones, but enough. Whereas all of them, you can see there's a lot more if you subscribe. Then you've got your library, got the courses and what they're about, where it's a shame, and that leads you to your articles here as well. Quite lengthy articles, quite good value in those as well. Your live, so there's no live sessions scheduled as you can see, and yeah, all the articles there as well, courses that are coming up, and any news that might grab your attention. Then you've got a quick little thing there too if you want to just go straight to your teachers rather than from the homepage. You've got all the teachers there. You can search for different teachers, sort by city, state, language, so you can easily find who you're looking for. And then you've got your profile, what you've recently played, and it is only very recently as well. The other ones that I played a day or two ago, gone. So these are all the ones that I've had a look at today. And then support the community, yep, and you can get 2 months for free. Then you go into here, your account, subscription, a guide to the app, which I think is, it doesn't say a hell of a lot, but pretty useful for people just diving into it for the first time. Help and support, legal info, and your language. And then about what it is as well. But is it actually going to be of any value? There's only very limited free things for you to try. And that gives you an idea of what you get between the bits and pieces that you want. It's a mixed bag. Some of them, brilliantly recorded, probably great practices, even though they're not recorded specifically for the app or to a higher standard like some of the others. So if audio issues and things not being absolutely crystal clear is an issue for you, then maybe give this one a bit of a wide berth. If you're okay with that, and that classroom setting and you pop some headphones on and just zone out with those practices, it may be worth giving it a shot, seeing if you even like it. For me, yeah, it seems okay. It seems like it's got a wealth of information, especially if you do subscribe, and it looks like you can get 2 months free, but is that a bit of a trap to get you to forget about it and then they charge you? It's going to depend on, once again, how you use and how often you use the app and how important it becomes to you. 2 months free or whatever it is, that's a huge amount that you can get out of it before you actually start paying. And 2, then will you go on to do more of the courses if you find any of that useful? So it's more of a selling point, I feel, for some of the courses. It seems like they've recorded some of the live stuff that happens at those courses and classes and popped it on the app, which there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. It's a resource that then they can keep using again and again and keep benefiting people all over the place, and you don't have to be there at that live event or on that live Zoom call to get the benefit of that. My only real complaint with it is it could be a little bit more attractive. And maybe a little bit more for free, especially with some of the anxiety, the deeper emotions, and when you are actually feeling troubled. I'd like to see at least one of those unlocked for all of those things, so that if you are using it and you do have a bit of trouble or find yourself with overwhelming emotions, you can actually do something about that rather than, too bad you didn't pay for it sort of thing. But overall, not too bad. It is pretty basic audios and articles, and apart from when I had the screen recorder on, you've got no issues actually listening to them, skipping through little bits, and it loads up fairly quickly. So the file sizes must be pretty small so that they can get to you quickly and easily. And the articles offer a wealth of information, so if you've got the time to sit down and read on a daily commute or something like that, you might find a wealth of information with all of those as well. And there are a lot of teachers on the app, so that also really, really helps in being able to diversify how much you get out of it. But anyway, I'll say a 7 out of 10 for MSc. I would say if they could clear up some of the audios or maybe even re-record some of them with those teachers, it might be good. But to maybe in some of the audios further on, or that are behind the paywall, there are questions and answers or something like that that you wouldn't get out of, just an audio session rather than the recorded class session. So maybe there's more value in that. I'm not sure because I haven't actually gone to subscribe for it. This is the free version that I've gone and had a bit of a look. It's great. And the only other thing too is you recently played ones that disappear that day or after 2 days of non-use. So that, if you really liked one and you go back and you can't find it or can't remember the name of it or can't remember how long it was or who taught it, you got to go through a lot to find it again. But they all have little icons as well that differentiate it between each other, so hopefully it won't be that bad. That is mindfulness, self-compassion. Not a bad little app. What did you think of it? Would you use it? Have you used it? Have you attended any of your live classes even? Leave a comment down below. And as always guys, remember to please like, share, comment, subscribe because it really helps out the channel. And I'm Rob Murphy and I'll see you in the next video.